Good morning everyone. My today's video is on non-verbal communication. Before starting anything about non-verbal communication, I think in a one or two line it would be much suffice to describe about communication and its style. So, in one line, we can just describe communication. Communication is just transmission of information. That information may be our thought, ideas, emotion, masses, everything what we just want to reveal. That is communication. And when we talk about types of communication, so on the basis of mean which is used in making communication, it can be classified into two categories. First is a verbal category and second is a non-verbal category. So when we say that verbal category means verbal communication, it encompasses all written and the oral way of speaking, all written and oral way of communication. And non-verbal communication is totally wordless communication, where our communication is met with the help of visual clues. It means in one sentence it can be defined that non-verbal communication is just sharing of our information, not information, our emotion, thought, masses through expression and action rather than words. It means what? Only with the help of our movement, with the help of distance, with the help of touch, we just convey lots of meaning and varieties of emotions that can be expressed through non-verbal communication. So, when I'm here to discuss about non-verbal communication in detail, that may be short also, but here means my focus that will be on the three words. First word is kinesics, KINESICS, and second word is haptics, HAPTICS, and third word that will be proxemics. All three words, kinesics, haptics and proxemics, that describe the nature of non-verbal communication and method of non-verbal communication. Basically, when we are to describe about kinesics, kinesics is derived from word kinesis, KINSIS, which stand for movement. Any types of movement. That movement will be of our head, that movement may be of our hand, that movement will be of our body. It means our gesture, posture, movement through which it is being reflected or exhibited. Everything will be covered in kinesics. So our body experience, our body our body language, our appearance, our eye contact, hand gesture, facial expression, all these are covered under kinesics. So first of all, we have to just see which part is much involved in non-verbal communication. So in non-verbal communication under kinesics, gesture plays a very vital role. Under gesture, there are three types of the gesture. First gesture, that is a adopter, and second gesture that may be known as emblem, and third types of gesture that will be illustrator. When we talk about adopter, it means what? How we can define adopter, how you can understand that these are the adopters during communication. When we just find a space to make some to be accommodated any types of the gesture in support of listening, in support of speaking, that will be known as a adopter. Means during communication or during listening, sometime we just started to twirl our hair and we just started to fizzing our fingers, we just started to shift our facial expression, and even way how we are looking at people. It means our means how we are shifting our eye contact. It also tells much about your communication and what is running inside you, what types of expression you just want to convey. That will be covered under adopters. And second, means here I just want to add one sentence more. That adopter is a self-touching behavior. Self-touching behavior, it means what? Unconsciously we just start to do that. After adopter, now I'm coming to next word, that is emblem. Emblem is generally agreed on meaning. It means suppose that if we are just showing making some expression, we are just making some types of gesture, a meaning of those gesture, our receiver very easily they can understand what is the meaning. It means through this gesture, just like means how we can just list up such types of gesture. When I suppose that I am nodding my heads like this, it means what? This gesture conveys the meaning of acceptance. When we are to nod our head from side to side, it means what? This is the rejection gesture. Everyone can understand meaning of these types of gesture. So emblem is what? Generally agreed on meaning. We people who are making this gesture, we are well aware what types of the expression, what types of the feeling we are to convey, and receiver even they can easily understand what they are being conveyed, or what means how they are to encode your message. And third one is illustrator. Sometimes we just use some sign, we just invent some sign to make our concept, to make our message, to make our emotion, feeling more and more convincing. And when we just want to make the listener or receiver to understand the things easily without speaking word, only by our invented sign we can make the things clear. Sometimes you can understand the people they are talking but they are not exchanging word, only with the help of the sign they are showing like this, like this, like this, means here, here at this point, without saying words. Lots of things can be well expressed. So under gesture, through three words, we just clear what is gesture and how we can use gesture with the help of adopter, emblem and illustrator. Now I'm coming the second term, which may be haptics. When we are to describe about haptics, we have to just understand this is the study of touch. If we are in contact of anybody, if we are just making a communication, and through communication if we are receiving a touch or we are giving a touch, what types of the touch we are receiving, what types of the touch we are just to give, that may be well conveyed, that can be well expressed. Means suppose that this touch is the professorial touch, this touch is a professional touch, this touch is a political touch, a friendly touch, what types of the touch we are receiving and we are just to give, everything can be cleared only by means the way you are being touched or the way you are touching. So study of touch, which is study of touch that happens in haptics. Now next word is proximus. When two partners, when communication exists between two sides, seeing the distance, we can understand what types of the relationships they are having, what types of communication they are making. We have to just look at at which zone, at which distance they are making communication. So this way we can understand the their relationship, the in closeness, closeness of their relationship means on which term both giver and receiver are, that can be assessed, that can be observed when we are much careful, when we are much watchful about the distance. If we are getting that people they are making communication, maintaining a proper distance, we can just find out what types of the relationship they are having, and what types of the relationship they are just making. For this there are three types of the distance, the four types of the distance that had been described. First zone, first distance that is described as a intimate zone, which contains shows distance of 1.5 feet. When between person you are getting the distance between distance of 1.5 feet, means it exhibit both are on intimate zone. And after intimate zone, when we are just moving further, we will find personal zone, and the personal zone conveys the distance of from 1.5 to 4 feet. It means what? Means where you are getting this distance, means that zone will be personal zone. After personal zone, distance which is described, that is of social zone. And here this distance shows distance of 4 to 12 feet, where we are getting this distance, means that zone will be social zone. After the social zone, one zone is left, that is the public zone. And public zone, it exhibit distance of more than 12 feet. So this way, when we are just looking at the pace, we are just looking at distance at which people they are making a communication, very easily we can understand their relationship and their types of communication. So this way, in so many ways, so by so many visual clues, we can just make our communication more and more easy, more and more convincing. So non-verbal communication is a best way of expression, and this is a very attractive also. And with the help of non-verbal communication, we can repeat our message too, and we can help the person who are unable to understand your medium, means language, this way. So non-verbal communication can be known as the best and the popular communication. Even 70%, even 70% of communication that happens through non-verbal communication. So in a one sentence, I can just in my today's video, today's thought on the particular topic, that can be ended only by one sentence, that non-verbal communication is just a quick expression of masses. Okay, now thank you.